Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into Lesson 45, Synthesizing Multiple Sources. We're going to look at how to expertly weave different pieces of research together to build a powerful, undeniable argument. So, how do your ideas fit in with the rest of the world? Because, when you sit down to write an essay, a report, or a research paper, you're never just writing in isolation. Your ideas have to join a much larger, ongoing, global conversation. You gotta show exactly how your thoughts connect to the theories and research that are already out there.
I absolutely love this quote from Oxford EAP because it just sets the stakes perfectly. An academic writer does not write in a vacuum. It's so true, right? You can't just state your own ideas and expect people to believe them without proof. You have to gather evidence from different expert witnesses to really prove your case, situating your text right in the middle of what others have already written on that exact same topic.
Here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. Escaping the writing vacuum. 2. Selecting the right details. 3. Finding the missing links. 4. The tools of citation. And finally, weaving a cohesive argument. Let's get into it.
Part 1. Escaping the writing vacuum and situating your ideas.
Now, the fundamental problem a lot of us face is trying to write without adequate context. But here's the thing. No single research study gives the definitive answer on any interesting question. It's just not how it works. We actually have to combine multiple studies, coming at a topic from entirely different perspectives, just to check against errors and reveal the truth. By combining research, we get the full picture. And honestly, that is the core purpose of synthesis.
Moving on to Part 2. Selecting the right details and gathering your raw materials.
We've all been there, right? Staring at 40 open PDF tabs, feeling totally overwhelmed. How do you even know what to keep? Well, researcher Ian Day established a fantastic method back in 1993 for sorting this all out. He suggests establishing rough categories for your data. First, is it conceptually useful? Meaning, does it actually help answer your specific research question? Second, is it empirically valid? Like, does it come directly from the data itself? And third, is it analytically practical? Basically, is the information specific, easy to identify, and not just repeating other points?
To help at that, a table matrix is a highly effective data collection exercise. By breaking down multiple texts, like these two examples on journalism, we can easily compare their core elements side by side. So we have text 1 from the US in 2008 taking a traditional stance, facts above all else. Then right next to it, text 2 from Australia in 2011 argues for a more modern stance, focusing on audience connection. Setting up your sources like this makes the very next step incredibly easy.
Which brings us to Part 3, finding the missing links and seeing how sources talk to each other. By putting these opposing viewpoints side by side, we can instantly spot their disagreements. Lanson and Stevens in text 1 say reporters must position facts above all else, but text 2 argues journalists have a role way beyond just the facts and really must connect with the audience via modern media. But through synthesis, we're also looking for commonalities. For instance, our notes show that both of these specific texts actually happen to cite the famous Watergate journalist Carl Bernstein. Finding these hidden connections, that's exactly where your own original argument begins to take shape.
And when you're isolating those most crucial details, you can physically extract them right from the margins of your source texts. Take a look at this. You can underline key facts, like the rapid expansion of mobile phones in developing countries, and pull those specific data points into clear, concise margin notes. This is exactly how you mine your text for the exact evidence you need.
All right, Part 4, the tools of citation. These are your building blocks.
The absolutely crucial point here is understanding exactly what a citation is. It's a summary, paraphrase, or quotation from a source text used to add support and examples to your writing. It's the core ingredient that brings an outside source into your text. By doing this, you're adding expert support to your claims and, just as importantly, you're preventing plagiarism by correctly attributing ideas to their original authors.
So you basically have 3 primary tools in your citation toolkit. First up is the summary. This is shorter than the original text and is incredibly efficient for packing a large amount of broad information into a small space. Second is the paraphrase. This is usually similar in length to the original, but it rewrites the vocabulary and grammar entirely in your own words, which is best for targeting a specific single idea. And third, the quotation. This uses the exact original language, and it's best reserved for when you need absolute precision.
Now, when you actually place these citations into your writing, you have a stylistic choice to make. Content focus versus author focus. With a content focus, the main message comes first, with the author tucked away at the end, like putting Maslow 1970 in parentheses.
With an author focus, the author's name actually introduces the concept, like Maslow suggests that. Blending both of these techniques throughout your text is going to help you smoothly integrate citations without ever losing your own unique voice. And finally, part 5, weaving a cohesive argument and building that final structure. Consider this your physical blueprint for constructing a synthesized argument. Step 1, identify common themes across your texts, just like we did with those journalism examples earlier. Step 2, group your gathered evidence logically based on those themes. Step 3, write a strong, unified topic sentence that clearly states your main claim. And step 4, integrate your citations smoothly to support that claim, using those summary, paraphrase, and quotation tools we just talked about. But hey, a massive word of warning here. Avoid patch writing. If you skip the synthesis steps and just copy-paste different quotes together, your text becomes this disjointed series of pasted statements. It'll completely lack coherence. You literally have to select your items carefully and use your own transitional thoughts to weave them into a logically constructed narrative. Your voice has to be the thread that ties all these expert sources together. We've covered a lot of ground today, from escaping the vacuum of isolated writing to building a sophisticated matrix of sources. Remember, your sources are already out there talking to each other. The evidence is waiting. So the only question left is, are you ready to join the conversation? Take these synthesis techniques, apply them to your own writing, and watch your arguments become absolutely undeniable.